we go. Here we go. We're going to see how this goes today. We've got some new things for those of you that have been here before. We've got some new things that to bring to the table, bring to the breakfast table this morning. So I'm super excited about that. We're also going to talk about Walt Disney. We're also going to talk about Vera Wang. We're also going to talk about Colonel Sanders. And really, we're going to break down this idea of persistence and what that looks like. We may even refer to one of the most iconic boxing matches of all time. My guess is we'll probably go there. I think we might even head out to the track. When's the last time you were out at the track? I think we might head out to the track as well. And all of this is going on this morning on top of the fact that we're actually live on a new platform, kind of, sort of, in a weird way. So I'm going to talk to you about all that and more today here on Hashtag Rise and Grind. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad you're here. Let's go. Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind, the #1 morning show in the world filled with motivation, education, and inspiration. I am your host, Glenn Lundy, husband to 1, father to 8, and the founder of the 800% Club, the club designed to help you unlock your full potential. Each episode is filled with celebrity interviews, inspiring conversations, and the strategies you need to get ahead in your career and your life. So grab your pen and turn up the volume because it's time to rise and grind. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Monday. That's right. Today is Monday, March 13th, 2023. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Monday, March 13th, 2023. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. Hey, do me a favor. I can already tell what's happening over on Facebook land. And what's up, Kentucky Dom? People are having a hard time finding the show this morning. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know why it does that, but it is doing that today. So if you would, and I got to do this back here. If you would, please go ahead and hit that share button, tag your friends. Those that you know like to be a part of this show. I don't know what it's doing right there. We're just going to turn that off. Those that you know like to be a part of this show, I wore my tag button out. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit them up. So that they can join us right here on Hashtag Rise and Grind. I would greatly appreciate it. Hey, today is Monday, March 13th, 2023, coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky. That's right, coming to you live from Lexington, Kentucky, where we are currently live on Facebook, YouTube, Clubhouse, and Twitter Spaces. Dare I say it, folks? Dare I say it? Dare I say it? Dare I say it? Yes, we are live on YouTube. We are live on Clubhouse. We are live on Facebook. And we are live on Twitter Spaces. If you are on Twitter, my Twitter handle is Glenn800 Lundy. That's Glenn800 Lundy. And I would love for you to follow me over there. Now, when I say we're live on Twitter Spaces, we're like partially live on Twitter Spaces. All right. I am partially live on Twitter Spaces. So I am live. You can hear my voice. But as far as streaming of the show, I brought everything but a second microphone. And apparently I'm going to need a second microphone to make that happen. And so if you were to go onto Twitter right now, what's up, Bruce Miller? If you were to go onto Twitter right now and go into the Twitter space, you'd be able to hear my voice. However, you would not be able to hear music or any of the other production with the show. However, this is day one. This is test one, and I'll be testing it probably throughout the week. And then my goal and intention is to move everything over to Twitter Spaces by next week. It is a goal and it is an intention. However, it's not set in stone. I must talk to my partner in crime, Ramon Ray, to figure out exactly what that's going to look like. All right. So check it out. On Facebook, we've been streaming 1,160 episodes or so. We've been streaming those over on Facebook for over 5 years. All right, over 5 years. YouTube, we've been on YouTube for a little, I guess about maybe a year. We've been live on YouTube. We kind of went back and forth. All of the shows are posted on YouTube, the pre-records, but as far as live on YouTube, it's kind of been like maybe in that 1 year range, somewhere in there. Clubhouse, on Clubhouse, we've been running 8 hours a day, every day for over 2 years. Can you believe that? 8 hours a day, every day for over 2 years. We've been running on Clubhouse. Amazing, amazing. And then now here we are, Twitter, and this is like kind of day one on Twitter Spaces, right? I don't even know if I'm doing it right. It's just me in a room. There's no one else in there, so I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know. I see a mic. I don't know. I'm learning, right? But this is day one, and I'm very excited for this new frontier over in Twitter Spaces because it's an opportunity for us to reach out and connect with new people. And nothing against y'all, because I love y'all. You're my tribe. You're my people, right? We're fam. And with that said, there's always room for more at the breakfast table, right? Everybody deserves a seat at the table is the way I look at it. And I truly believe, oh, there's Dora Maria. I see one other person. Hi, Dora Maria, on my Twitter space. I believe God put me on this planet to bring people together, equip them with the tools they need to succeed, and inspire them to greatness. So my hope is that is what I've done for you, that I've brought you together with some other folks. I've equipped you with some tools that you need to succeed, and I've inspired you to be great. That is my hope. Oh, I see more people popping into the Twitter space, right? And so it's time for us to expand and welcome more people into the family, right? It's time for us to expand and welcome more people to the family. And so I'm really excited about that, you know? And this week we're starting off this series. We're going to be talking about persistence this week. Rodney Rock Hatfield just said something about Twitter and him getting blocked and banned on there. Bro, I know all about that life. The reason we haven't moved to Twitter Spaces sooner is because I know all about that life. My Twitter name is Glenn800 Lundy, Glenn800 Lundy. So I know all about that life, bro. However, we have persistently, for the last 4 months, really, been trying to figure a solution on how we can run on Twitter. And it has not been easy. It has been challenging. But we're there. I think we got it figured out. Glenn800 Lundy, Rodney Rock Hatfield, where there's a will, there's a way. Shoot me a message. I'll talk to you about it. We're not going to talk about it live on Twitter, though. That ain't happening. But it's amazing, right? It's amazing how persistence is such a crucial component to success, right? But what many people miss, I think everyone understands that persistence is crucial to success. I believe that everyone probably understands that. But I think what a lot of people miss in that is persistence doesn't just mean that you continue banging your head on the same door, right? Or against the same wall or on the same path, right? Like sometimes you have to change the plan. Sometimes you have to change the strategy. Sometimes going in through the front door is the best way. Other times you might need to go around the side. Sometimes you got to find an open window, right? Like, listen, man, there are a trillion different ways to reach any goal. And sometimes in your persistent chase of the goal, sometimes like the grittiest thing that you can do or the thing that takes the most guts or the thing that takes the most courage, or the thing that requires the most moxie, or the thing that really shows your perseverance is sometimes you have to start over. I'm going to say that one more time for the people in the back and all my people over on Twitter Spaces. Thanks for jumping over there. Sometimes in your persistent chase of the goal, you have to start over.
You're fired.
The 600-meter underway. Heather Dorniden in Minnesota finished second in this event a year ago. She is in lane 4.
And Dorniden is probably going to be your favorite. She actually won the NCAA championships in 2006 in the 800, but she's only won one Big Ten championships in the 2 years.
3 laps in this event, 600 meters, 3 times around the 200-meter track here at the field house.
What a bold move by Fawn. She's looking very confident, and the Penn State runner is just running amazing today. She did win her heat in the 400, but ended up taking 4th overall.
That's Fawn Dorr moving into the lead, a sophomore from Penn State. Dorniden running second.
Dorniden last year scored 23 points for the Golden Gophers in their Big Ten championship, so they're really relying on getting a lot of points from her this weekend, and she's just coming by Fawn Dorr now in the home stretch, heading into the bell lap. Dorniden went down.
Whoa.
Dorniden falling down, gets up quickly, but that's going to cost her. Lucky she wasn't injured.
Her teammate just went to the front, though, so they may be able to recover from that. And Dorniden is flying down the backstretch.
She is catching up.
She is going to catch Fawn Dorr, and she may catch the leader.
Wow.
Wow, she's got Fawn.
This is a gutsy effort by Dorniden. Can she pull it off? She's moved into 3rd. Dorniden coming down the stretch from the outside. Dorniden coming on strong. Dorniden all the way. Dorniden. Yes, she did it. Wow, unbelievable.
That is amazing. To fall in a 600, I mean, this is basically a sprint. I mean, this is an extended 400, basically. To fall with 200 meters to go and get up and win, that is unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's one of the most exciting things I've seen. Here's the fall.
Oh, she trips on Fawn's shoe.
It looked like Fawn just clipped her heel, and she went down just before the bell lap.
Fawn Dorr had to high hurdler to avoid a collision.
And she is powering down this home stretch.
That, my friends, is what persistence looks like. Now, she had to start all the way over, right? You realize that, right? Like, she had to start all the way over. She didn't just, like, fall down, roll, and keep running. She fell down in a full sprint, got stepped on, not once, but twice, pushed her head down into the thing. Like, she was full stop and had to start over from all the way in the back. And she was able to persevere. Sometimes in your persistent chase of the goal, you have to start over. And that's what we're going to talk about today. It's what we're going to talk about a lot this week. We're going to talk about persistence. Persistence looks a lot different in a lot of different ways. Before we go too far, though, you know what we got to do on this show. You know we got to do some dancing, baby. You know we got to do some dancing. For those of you on Clubhouse, Facebook, and YouTube, you should be able to hear the music in the background. That means it's time to get your body in motion. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. Those of you over on Twitter, since we are officially in Twitter Spaces, Glenn 800% is my Twitter handle. Glenn 800% is my Twitter handle. For those of you over in Twitter Spaces, you can't hear no music right now. There ain't no music now. I'm missing a couple components. I still got some tech stuff to put together. But we will get the music going over on Twitter Spaces at some point. So this morning, because you guys are the first, I want to say good morning to Dora Maria over in Twitter Spaces. I see Patricia in Twitter Spaces. Thanks for being there. Justin and David Hill. My guy Scott Simons. Trisha Rue, good morning to you. We've got Cher. I can't see her last name. Let me see. Cher Ray. Good morning to you. Is that like Sherry? Like Sherry. I like that. MacTight Radio, good morning. What's up, Christina? How you doing? Be cab to be live. Be cab to be live. Good morning over there on Twitter Spaces. I see Jeannie and Veronica, West Storm and Nisa. I see Mindy and Malcolm and Valerie and Christina, Stars Tina and Russell Hill. You guys are awesome. Thanks for supporting me over on Twitter Spaces. Episode 1. Y'all just watch. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Come on, Debbie Dallin Wobble. You can do some dancing, girl. Come on now. You can do some dancing. Just get the hips going. What's up, Dana Fishbein? You made it. I had a conversation with Dana Saturday. Yeah. Great to see you, Dana. What's up, Gail Beecraft? Hey, you guys watch. This is the first time on Twitter Spaces. You guys just watch, dude. You just watch. 6 months from now, 9 months from now, a year from now, you watch what happens over in that space. You watch how many new people you're going to connect with. You watch how these relationships are going to spawn off. You watch how these collaborations are all going to happen. You watch, dude. I'm telling y'all, you need to go get your Twitter handle, jump on over into Twitter Spaces, because we're going to be building relationships, and it's an opportunity for you to network that's going to be life-changing. There are people in this room right here, right now. I'm telling you, that just by jumping into that bad boy, it is going to transform their life moving forward. No doubt about it. All right. I also want to say good morning to Renee and Mary Kim and Andrew and Crystal and Marjorie. I see you over on Clubhouse. What's up, Regina and Larissa and Dr. Heidi? I see Shannon and Wesley and LaFern. I see River and Sherry Lynn over here on Facebook. I see Yvette Searson. Great to see you. Natasha Smith, great to see you as well. Tarico Simmons, that's right, you watch. Melvin Rodriguez up in the building. Rodney Rock Hatfield and Michael Barrett. Great to see you, Michael Barrett. I think I saw Heather Parody up in here. Good morning, Heather. How you doing? Emily Galler, Sean Weatherby up in the building. The Twang Sisters, glad you're here. Young Johnson in the building. Lyndon Gray. Carrie Carter. Carrie Lynn Carter says, I'm here for it. I know you are, girl. I know you are. Been there you're my ride or die from day one, son. Rick Tamburino, Mindy Staley, Tom Popelka, Bella Rigby, I'm glad you're here. Vicky Ever, good to see you. Sankey, let's make somebody smile today. Rich Pentrick, glad to see you as well. Hey, check it out. Love hanging out with all of you online. However, I want you to come hang out with me in person. Can you do that? BWC Daily. We are going to be in Dallas, Texas, Thursday and Friday, April 13th and 14th. Kevin Fadley, I need you there. Brooks Resmer, I need you there. All right. Anise Anderson, I need you there. Okay. April 13th, 14th, Dallas, Texas, the Champions Business Conference. You need to go check that out. You can go to BWC Daily /Dallas23, BWC Daily /Dallas23 to grab your ticket to that event. It's going to be incredible. And I'm not going to break down all the people that are going to be there. I'm not going to tell you all the things that you're going to get from it. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to be there. You should be there. Let's hang out. Does that sound fair? BWC Daily /Dallas23. Plus, it's Dallas. I mean, come on. Dallas is fire. All right? I would love for you to be over there. Also, I need a favor from all my prayer warriors in the building. If you are a prayer warrior, will you please add Roper Kia? I need you to add Roper Kia, all my friends and family members over at Roper Kia. They experienced quite a... I'm not even like, let's just say that they need prayers. They really need prayers. A part of that family is going through some tragic stuff. So if you could just pray, Janelle Griego, that's her team over there, her family, her family over there. So if you could just pray for the Roper Kia team, my guy Tustin Ulrich, and Frosty and all of them, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right? All right, cool. All right, let's go. We're talking about persistence this week. Let's continue to dive in. I got lots more show for you. You guys are amazing. Thank you, prayer warriors. I appreciate you. Let's roll. Walt Disney was a newspaper editor who was fired for not having enough creativity. He had to start over. He started over on a brand new career path. He had put a lot of time, effort, energy into becoming a newspaper editor. He had given them many years of his life. And he had to start over from scratch. Zero. Was not part of his original plan. And after being knocked down and getting back up and starting over, he was able to take his creativity and create what we all know now as one of the most iconic and epic and most successful brands in the history of the world. Walt Disney World and Walt Disneyland are the biggest theme parks in the world. The Disney Animated Studios been around for over 70 years, knocking back all of the classics that every child basically in the world knows and recognizes. He started over from scratch on a completely different path. You see, all that mattered to him was the success. All that mattered is that he reached and achieved the greatness that he felt inside. He didn't care what the path was. The path revealed itself because he was persistent to the goal. Colonel Sanders failed to be successful at running a gas station. He owned his own gas station, ran that out of business. He also failed to successfully run a ferry boat company. I don't even want to call it a company. It was just a ferry boat. He couldn't even successfully run a ferry boat. And then in his 60s, he started cooking. And he discovered that people love his famous chicken. And the rest is history. Kentucky Fried Chicken is one of the most recognizable and known fast food restaurants and establishments in the world. Colonel Sanders did not start off as a chicken chef. He did not have this big passion and this big dream of selling chicken all around the world. He just knew that he had this drive and this desire to be successful. And so he tried this and he failed and he got back up. He fell down, got back up. He tried this and he failed. He fell down, he got back up. He tried this and he failed and he fell down and he got back up. It was his persistence to the goal of success, of achieving greatness. That's where he persisted. He didn't just keep banging his head against the same thing saying, no, I got to make this work. No, I got to make this work. No, I got to make this work. I invested this money. I got to make this work. I invested this time. I got to make this work. No, I got to make this work. No, I got to make this work. He didn't, dude. At some point he was like, I'm out, dude. Dang, got to start over. I'm not moving towards the goal. I'm not moving towards the target. I'm not living a fulfilling and purposeful existence. I hate what I do. I'm miserable at it. Like, dude, we as humans, we do this. We double down. Just because we said something a year ago doesn't mean we have to stand by it today. I'm just telling you the real and the raw. Maybe you believed something a year ago today, and somebody brings it up to you again, and you're like, oh yeah. And in your head, you're thinking, no, I don't even feel that way anymore. But then you still double down on it anyway because you want to save face, pride, ego. I'm telling you, throw that crap out the window. Yeah, you know what? I don't even feel like that no more. I appreciate you bringing it up. A year ago, I used to believe like that. Now I don't. There was a time in my life where if you would have talked to me, I'd have told you Darwin, theory of evolution, all that stuff. I would have told you God wasn't real. And then there was a moment where all that changed. Same can be true for your passion, your vision, your dream, your desire. Like, you know what? I thought I was on that one thing, gave that a shot, found out that wasn't a thing. Persistently moving towards the goal of success. Nobody wants to talk to you about this. They want to tell you to just keep knocking it down, keep knocking it down, keep knocking it down. But I'm just telling you, sometimes the most courageous thing that you can do is to let go of something that's not working for you, so that you can reach and achieve that which you want to reach and achieve. Look at Vera Wang. Vera Wang wanted to be an Olympic figure skater. She failed to make the team. So she turned to fashion. She became an editor at Vogue. And then she started a bridal design company, making dresses for brides. Now she has one of the largest fashion and design companies in the world. She was training to be an Olympic figure skater. Think about what she had to put down. Think about the start over on that. Think about saving face. Think about telling all your friends and family, you know what? I failed. I couldn't do it. So now I'm going to go be an editor at a fashion magazine. What? Dude, sometimes it's what we got to do. Sometimes we have to we have to persist towards the goal. How we get there, that's up in the air, man. Every season is different, depending on your age, your experience, married, not married, kids, not kids, what you've done in the past, where you're going in the future. How you feel now, your health, all these things factor in, right? Your belief systems. All of these things. So here's the deal. All three of these people, Colonel Sanders, Vera Wang, Walt Disney, and there's a list a mile long of these people, all of them were persistent about one thing, success. And they didn't care how they got there. They just knew that every time they got knocked down, they were going to get back up. Denzel Washington says it this way: fall down 7 times, get up 8. Eric Thomas talks about it like this.
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1, and ding, 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 saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, yep, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's going to just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. The world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is and your why isn't strong, you're going to get knocked out every single day.
Gotta know the persistence is to the goal. The persistence is not to the method. You see, Buster Douglas was like, I don't know how I'm going to get there. All I know is I ain't letting him knock me out. I'm going to win. I'm going to win. And he got knocked down, and he got knocked down, and he got knocked down, and he got back up, and he got back up, and he got back up. And then ultimately, after going 5 rounds, Mike Tyson had never gone a fight that long. Mike Tyson knocked people out in the first round because he didn't have any endurance. So he knew if he got into later rounds, he was in trouble, right? And Buster Douglas wins the match. And each time he hit the mat, each time he went down, he had to start over. He went into the fight. He had whatever momentum that he had. Boom, he gets punched in the face. He's laying on the mat. They're counting to 10. They almost get all the way to 10, and now he's got to start over. And my guess is for some of you, sometimes that's been the case. You thought you had a little momentum, and then you got punched in the face. And now maybe for some of you, you're laying on the mat. Maybe you're laying on the mat right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're just like, golly, man, I don't know if I can get up. And some of you right now are thinking, well, golly, man. Start over? Start from scratch? But I put in so much energy. I put in so much effort. I've put in so much time. I've put in so much work. I've told so many people. I shared it on social media. Listen. If the glove don't fit, you must quit. Stay true to the result, not to the method. Methods can be flawed. Persistence cannot be beat. Stay true to the result, not to the method. Methods can be flawed. Persistence cannot be beat. Does that sound fair? All right, go get him, Tiger. Listen, hey, if nobody's told you yet today, I want to be the first. I love you. I do. I love you, my brothers. I love you, my sisters. I hope you have an amazing, incredible, over-the-top day today, for real. For those of you that followed me over there on Twitter, thanks for doing that. Glenn, 800%. Glenn with 2 N's. Glenn, 800%. All right, I appreciate that. Do me a huge favor, and let's go out there and be the best versions of ourselves that we can possibly be. Does that sound fair? Not an average version, not a little bit below average, not a little bit above. Go out there and be the best. Go shine your light. Go make an impact. I'll see you here tomorrow morning, 5:30 a.m. We'll do it all over again. Hashtag Rise and Grind. Does that sound cool? All right. Love you. Have a good one. Peace.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violence.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth.